Hello, everybody. All right, I've been playing with some Transformers. Well, that's true. I've been playing with some Joule Thieves or Joule Ringers, experimenting, playing, same thing. And this is a custom-made one, and I also have been messing around with this Fuji camera one. And the difference between them, obviously, you have more custom pieces you can breadboard and make different effects according to different Henrys in your transformer. You can use a toroid, you can use a T and I transformer, whatever you wish. I do like the fact that a toroid doesn't sing quite as much as a T and I transformer, a standard transformer. I have a 2N3904 super bright LED, a ceramic capacitor with a germanium diode from the base of the transistor back to the potentiometer and the capacitor. It's a 40 winds of 26 gauge wire and no. Yeah, that's right. 40 winds of 26 gauge wire and 120 winds of 28 gauge wire. A 500K potentiometer, which is a little overkill, but let's see if I brighten her up. The amp draw milliamps are a little higher. Let's try to get that in shot. It's about 30 milliamps. I mean, if I crank it up, I can get it up to 40, but really there's no light change, so I like to find that nice little sweet spot. That's not it. There it is. So now, oh, okay, more explanation here. So the voltage for the rechargeable battery is not really going down, and the reason why is because I also have an ultra capacitor here, a 350 farad, 2.7 volt, and then I also have these solar panels. There's 3 of them, and they're in parallel, and they are acting as a diode in between the negative and positive between the battery and the capacitors, and as well as gaining energy from the fluorescent lights above me. That way you can have a really efficient circuit, and this circuit will run for quite a long time. I've got it clocked at, I believe, all night. I mean, it didn't run out when I woke up this morning, and then I turned it off because I wanted to experiment with it more. And the solar panels recharge it up a little bit, so it's very cool. On to the Fuji circuit. And I'm wearing a coat because it is cold and I'm in my garage. Don't know if I had to explain that, but there you go. Also, these solar panels are from I don't know if I explained that, but they're from a calculator, or actually solar flowers from Dollar Store. So support China. And this is a little Fuji circuit. Support Japan! No, I'm sorry. So, it's probably Taiwan, actually. Here is the sound it makes. It's lovely. And then I took the inductor off of it. I took the capacitor off of it. I shorted the charging for the flash. That's what it's for. I obviously took the halogen ultra high flash bright tube off. And then I also, what else did I do to this? Oh, I haven't cut the back end of the diode yet, so it's not, so it's still funneling through the diode. It might be a good idea to cut the back end. I've seen some schematics that show that, but I just wanted to play around with this like this first. So one thing, I'll unplug this and I'll run through this real quick. The frequency band is 70 to 80. Or 700 to 800 kilohertz. The difference between the two is the toroid transformer has a little more stability. It just kind of screams at you, and that's it. And actually, I have a load on it with the LED, so if I took the LED out, it might give me different effects because a resistance load's gonna change the emitting sine wave, the emitting energy. But here it just kind of screams at you. So now, turn this off real quick and unplug her. So now with this guy, immediately when you turn it on, you can hear the T&I going off, the T&I transformer, the standard transformer. Now you can hook this up to the positive end, and you can tap it and make different... Oh, did I short it? Nope, there we go. Tap it and make different noises and all that stuff to play with it like that. There's no real way to get it make it not scream like this unless you insulate it, or you could put a magnet on it, but then it ruins the electromagnetic field around the transformer and blah 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 blah. Most people know that stuff, but there is some cool stuff you can do with this. One being, you can do... See if I can... I'm gonna unplug it just because I don't want to get a little zap. Makes an excellent little bug zapper if you set up a nice wire mesh. You probably want some capacitors back on her. You could put a switch on it here. I just put a wire to link the two to make it always on, basically. But you could put a switch there and all that stuff. Look up a schematic. Just kidding. Alright, so plug this back in. And she's shorted. Because I have it shorted. Being silly, screw it. I'm just going to do it like this. Alright. Okay, so you can't really see it very well, but it is actually lit up minutely. Oh, pardon me. Oh my goodness. Okay, so it is just at the base, and actually when you touch it, it'll light up. It excites the plasma inside of it. So now you can take this. There you go. You have your lit up CFL. It's not the most efficient. It's cool that you can light a CFL up with a battery, but it will die in an hour, hour and a half. It really doesn't last that long. And if I hooked it up with a capacitor, unless I put resistors in line, it becomes a little more precarious because the voltage spikes on this are pretty ridiculously high. But that's why I can light up the CFL. So, another cool, neat little thing to this is acting as a energy emitter, right? So that's why you're hearing this kind of crazy fluctuations. Who needs a turntable? So now you can hear the more pure frequency of it without the resistive load. Very sweeping. Again, it's at the 700 to 800 kilohertz frequency. You also can interfering. Make him talk. Alright, maybe that's not that funny. That doesn't surprise me. I'm not a very funny person, except for my looks. So you can make the alligator clip sing a little bit, and that's pretty much all I got. All I've been playing around with, besides the efficiency. You can channel back and excite the plasma in this little neon. Let's see. So, I mean, there's lots of little fun experiments you can do with these, but as far as efficiency goes, these are not the greatest efficient circuits. Or this particular one, this DPC, this I think it came out of a Smart Shot or Quick Flash, or I don't know, whatever gimmicky name they gave it. But this is not, from what I hear, this is not the better of the circuits. The Kodak disposable has a good one, and then there's another Fuji one that's a little better than this. So that's that. And if anybody has any questions, I will do my best to answer them. And I also appreciate everybody who share their knowledge, and so I may explore and understand this stuff a little better. It's awesome. So thank you so much.